My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, a.k.a. Darren Otero, a.k.a. Mr. Get It Done, a.k.a. Flatten Your Bookie the fuck out. That's what I do for a living. Sitting here with my partner, the numero uno, the Big Skip, a.k.a. the chiropractor. Good morning, Skip. How are you, pal?
I'm feeling absolutely great. I just left my pedicure. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you got a little ped this morning, huh?
Yeah, the Big Skip gets pedicures.
I was just going to say, and I got to come to your defense because, you know, you probably think the way Skip parties and that we party, like Skip probably has some old tore up feet and hands, but I got to be honest.
Oh, fuck no.
This fucking guy's got the softest hands I've ever felt in my life. And I've seen him wear sandals. His feet are clean as a motherfucking whistle.
Well, listen, I had an ingrown toenail on the big... on the big right toe, and that motherfucker just had to be removed.
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh,
now,
God.
what do you mean it had to be removed?
No, it hurt. I mean,
no,
it had to be dug the fuck out.
How big? And what did it look like?
I don't know how fucking big it hurt, man.
Oh my God.
I went to my girl.
So the Asians do that right at the spot here? You don't even have to go to a...
no podiatrist.
Podiatrist.
Fuck that. I got my girl Winnie. Shout out to Winnie right here. Right up the street in Chinatown.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie. Oh, man.
You're pulling out Skip's fucking ingrown toenail. You're a bad bitch.
Yeah, Winnie is a very good-looking young Asian girl who I go and relax with once a month, and I get my pedicure. Just so happens that I had a massive fucking ingrown toenail that was killing me on the right big toe. And fucking she got in there, dug that motherfucker out. I'm feeling like $1 million right now.
I bet you are. But what about the next guy that walks in after you that actually gets jacked off when your toenail's on her hand from you?
That's his problem. I don't think I don't think she's jacking anybody off. It ain't a massage parlor.
I know you're not. You'd be surprised what they're doing out here in Chinatown.
It's a nail salon, dude.
I'm sure it is. And it's real easy to give you a little stroke and smoke out there.
Well,
it's a back and whack. It's a toe.
I don't know what they do in the back. I don't know what they do in the back. In the back, I know the front is a nail salon. They do, they do the pedicures, the manicures.
So you sit in the little booth.
I don't get it.
You don't get your hands down.
No, just a pedicure.
Why are your hands so fucking soft?
Because I put on lotion, man. I live in a fucking desert.
Well, I know your fingertips got calluses from fucking pounding that phone all fucking
they sure
day.
do.
Superstar beast.
You don't wear lotion, dude? I mean, fuck.
Yeah, I do.
We're in the desert. You get dry skin out here.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Like I said, November 17th, 2016. Woo. Weather is absolutely gorgeous out here in Las Vegas.
Yesterday, we set a record high 78 fucking degrees on November 16th.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm wearing this coat right now is because it's early in the fucking morning.
Well, it's a little chilly today. That's the weird thing. 78 yesterday. It's only supposed to be a high of 65 today.
Buddy,
windy as a motherfucker.
I was just going to say, last night it was howling like a motherfucker. What was going on at your place?
Oh, the wind was flying. The patio furniture was all over the fucking neighborhood again.
Skip and I live on completely two opposite ends of the earth. I'm up in Red Rock Country Club, and Skip's on the Anthem side of things, Southern Highland end things over there with Floyd Money May.
Yep.
But, and you know what? You've loved that side. I try to get you to Summerlin a few different times.
No, I've been down there for 17 years, actually.
A lot of it is because of Right Side School and all the people that you know on that side, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because being from Vegas, the east side is like uncharted territory for me. I mean, especially out there.
Well, no disrespect to anybody that lives in any certain areas, but I wouldn't live on the east side.
No, you can't. Not east side Vegas.
No.
And that's foreign to me. However,
I got a family, and I live in a nice neighborhood. Where I live, you don't even know you're in Las Vegas,
That's very true.
It's a beautiful area. I mean, you live in a beautiful area. I live in a beautiful area because we can, because the games win.
Now, I'm in an area that, being a born and raised kid, it's so exciting for me because I'm in Red Rock. I actually get to see it snow. As a kid, because I'm right on the mountain now. So not only have the beautiful view of those red mountains, Red Rock's some fucking good-looking fucking mountains.
Oh, it's snowing all right over there.
So it's definitely.
Well, it's definitely snowing.
It's actually snowed during the summer over there. at my house a few different times out there at the parties we've had over there.
No way.
Yeah, it's definitely 24-hour skiing over there at Red Rock Country Club.
Oh, boy.
But we got a great show for you here today, guys. Before we get into the show, I got a couple shout-outs I'd like to give out before we get into it.
All right.
First of all, give a round of applause to Marvin, my boy Marvin.
Marvin Menzies.
Marvin.
UNLV, congratulations.
Gets his first win out there for UNLV running Rebels.
Congratulations. You got a W last night.
They sure as fuck did.
And they covered.
Yeah, and they
Which
covered
is
the
the
spread.
important part.
You know, all 3,500 people that went to the game probably were excited about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can't even give away free tickets. And as you know, Skipper, I've been a booster at UNLV for many, many years. I've had Jerry Tarkanian seats behind the bench for the last 7 years.
I've sat there with you. Yes, those
You're
are
invested
great
in those
seats.
tickets
Yep.
with me. So, I mean, you've been there for the last 4 years as well. And
We've had a lot of fun times over there.
we really have, but it's very, it's very disappointing that UNLV basketball has came to this. I told you last year, I've been telling all you guys exactly where we were heading with the program, and it's pretty much at a dead end right now. It's as bad as it possibly ever will get.
Well, it's kind of like the South Point, the sports book at the South Point. They got to give away a 75-cent hot dog in order for someone to buy a ticket.
And that still might not do it. These days, you're going to have to give out ecstasy and
Yeah.
fucking marijuana
Yeah.
to get the motherfucker.
Two Lortabs, 2 shots of Crown, 2 hot dogs, and 2 tickets, $15.
And listen, you college students got nothing else to do on a Saturday night. Do you want to hit an ecstasy? Do you want 2 free hot dogs and 2 free tickets? Go to UNLVRunningRebel.com basketball. Huh?
It's the 2 for 2 for 2 for 20 package. UNLV basketball.
Oh, I fucking love it. But deep down, I'm very disappointed with what happened. And Skip, you talk to the boosters. You know where we sit. Everybody behind our first 3 rows is everybody that finances the UNLV Rebel basketball.
Right.
And the athletic department has really put us in a fucked up situation. And UNLV basketball, Marvin, you got your workout for you for the next couple years.
Well, let's hope we get there. Yeah, because they didn't look too good last week in that game. However, they looked a little better last night, and they did get the W. Congratulations. And as I said, more importantly, covered the game.
I will always support them. I do want them to win every game. However, they've lost their boosters. We don't show up anymore. I said this last year. You know, we were headed for a dead end, and nobody's showing up. Boosters are giving away their tickets. It's us turning our back against the athletic department to make a change, and make a change fucking quick.
Well, at the same time,
Or your money's going to run dry, so fuck you.
Yeah, we can't be fair weather fans either. We got to hang in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and on the other side of the token, shout out to Sanchez and the Fertittas for what they're doing to UNLV running Rebel football.
Right.
Even though, and we'll get into that later, even though we've had a rough run, I said we have 2, 3, 4 years of building that team. Sanchez got us going in the right direction. You don't just get a solid team overnight. It'll take them a couple years to build it, but once we get it built, just like Gorman, we'll stay fucking strong.
Yeah, and UNLV football will be on ESPN Friday night, this Friday night.
Want to give a shout out?
We'll get to that.
Right. One more shout out to somebody that's been helping VIP Sports a whole lot. And I never, ever thought I would be finding myself giving a shout out to any type of fucking law enforcement guy or anything. You know what I mean? Because I'm not that type of dude. But want to give a shout out to the dog, Dwayne Chapman, a.k.a. the fucking dog, the Hawaii. And a shout out to his wife, Beth. I had a completely different perception of those two from seeing them on TV. After meeting them in person, I want to thank you for everything that you guys have done. Our stalkers are in full effect. As you know, Skipper, we've had a stalker imitating us for 4 years since our TV show, contacting our families, and enough is enough. So we finally got criminal charges on this guy. The dog's going to pick him up. It's going to be a pretty Merry Christmas for that motherfucker, huh?
Wow.
But, Skip, I want to tell our fans out there, ladies and gentlemen, just to make something very, very clear, we don't do text blast. We don't send free messages via text. We don't email you games. We don't do any of that shit, okay? If you go to our podcast and someone sends you a link and they act like they're us, it's not us. We don't do any type of social media responding on Twitter and podcast and comments and the whole 9 yards. If I make a comment on our podcast, it's based off a comment someone else said or a question somebody might have had. But I want to make it very, very clear, ladies and gentlemen, there's people out there making fake Twitter's account under my name, Steve Stevens. They're making them under VIP Sports. They're making them under the Big Skipper. They're using all of our names, and then they're going to our people and our podcast and our socials, and they're sending them links acting like they're us, getting them go to their website and the whole 9 yards. However, that has came to a stop. I got endless fucking money, and I thought enough is enough. I never thought I'd have male stalkers either. When we got into TV, didn't you think it was women and bitches? I mean, did you ever think it'd be...
Well, I was hoping.
Holy fuck. up, man.
I love my wife. I love you, honey.
Yeah, and shout out to Kelly. But here's the deal, dude. Homeboy, let me just say out there to the stalker that's been stalking everyone in the sports industry, stalking my company, because here's the deal, dude. I'm from the street, Skip. So when I did a TV show, it's a hard pill to swallow, this social media shit. When someone puts a picture of my kid on social media, or someone takes a picture and puts my girl a dick in her mouth or something like that, I'm from the streets. I'm the type of guy that's going to come to your house and beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Okay, but being a celebrity and being all this, I'm not allowed to do that, and there's certain ways that you got to go about it. But enough was enough, so we had to do what we had to do. 5 felony charges on this poor bastard. You're going to have a Happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas when you see that long-haired motherfucker and big tits show up at your house.
Long-haired big tits.
Oh, shout out to the dog. Shout out to Beth.
That would be the dog and Beth. Long-haired big tits.
No disrespect. They know it. And hey, listen, they charge me a lot of fucking money, too.
They're not cheap.
But anyway, moving on. Talking about Thanksgiving. It is by far my favorite time of the year. I love Thanksgiving. I love making money. I love eating all day. I'm a skinny motherfucker. But Skip, you've seen me. I eat more than any motherfucker you know.
Well, I got to tell you, this might come to as a surprise to a lot of people out there. Thanksgiving, probably is my #1 favorite holiday.
That's only because of the booze and the snooze.
No, it's because I got my mom and my wife at the house. The 2 best cooks in the world will both be tag teaming Thanksgiving this year at the Skipper's house. It's going to be absolutely fucking amazing.
Oh, my God. Dude,
and yes, I'm looking forward to grazing and getting down at the trough and just getting fucking busy with it.
You mind if I come by and graze a little bit on fucking Thursday?
Not at all.
Oh, my God. Guys, you know that I've been talking about Skip's wife and his mom and the meals that he eats every day. I mean, the presentations that they put out are fucking amazing. You know what you need to do, man? Send me a picture of that. You know all the pictures that you send me and make me jealous every night?
Absolutely.
You think you could give me a Thanksgiving one we could put up so these people could see how you live, bro?
You're going to get multiple pictures of Thanksgiving.
One thing about it, guys, is we bet big, but we live larger. Like our life, we live our personal life a lot bigger than VIP sports. And the way that we eat, sometimes we cheat ourselves instead of treat ourselves with the booze and the stuff we pour in our body. But
tonight it will be.
I was going to ask you, what's on the menu for tonight?
Tonight it will be homemade meatloaf, which is one of my wife's most famous dishes. Mashed potatoes with a little brown gravy. You got to have the gravy with the mash. And
got to have the gravy.
And
can't have meatloaf with no gravy.
And sliced Brussels sprouts, which will be grilled, and a little balsamic vinegar in there with it.
Now, the Brussels sprouts are the little balls, right?
The little green.
I can't fucking stand them. How does she...
I like them. She cuts them in half and then grills them, and like I said, a little balsamic vinegar in there with it, and it'll be an amazing meal. I'll take a picture and send it to you.
You ever cut a whole garlic clove in half, put oil on it, put it in the oven, and then pop the motherfuckers right out onto your bread?
No, I haven't. It sounds all right.
Well, that's what I was thinking about when you was talking about your cut open Brussels sprouts.
No, these are little Brussels sprouts. They look like,
I know what they are, but I'm saying the taste of them.
They look like little heads of cabbage.
Right. So what, does she put a little balsamic to it, make it like salad-y? Or?
Yeah, get it in there, grill it up, and cut them in half. They're amazing.
I'm glad to see it, buddy. I'm glad to see you're eating good every day, man. Like I said,
you bet your ass.
We eat good every day, too, but my family's out all the time. Like I said, Kelly knows how to cook. We cook a little bit, but after coming home from the job and the kids having to go to sleep at 7, 8, 9, your kids are grown, so you're on a straight adult level situation.
Yeah, well, when you got 4 kids over there and you're working 15 fucking hours a day, it's easier just to go out and order up some fine food.
Just like little D. I'm in the festive spirit also. Christmas lights went up yesterday. Had to get those up for my son. My son was like, Dad, what's up? We getting those lights up there or what? And now he's telling me we need the Christmas tree up. I said, D, just wait a couple more days. We'll get it up a day after Thanksgiving, because it's funny how people and kids are so excited to get that tree up, but I'm the first motherfucker to throw it out the window right after fucking New Year's, too.
Well, now let me ask you, and be honest. Were you up on the fucking roof with these lights, or did you hire the fucking lighting company to come out? I think I know the answer to that.
Absolutely not, dude.
Absolutely not what?
I spent a G-ball.
Yeah, okay. I knew that answer.
No, absolutely. I mean, let me see.
So when you say we hung the Christmas lights, you mean I had the guys come out to hang the Christmas lights?
Either that or I smoked Kush while the guys...
you were out on the patio hitting the fucking master closing Kush while the lights were going up.
My house is a lot bigger than my picture, so I can't fit the whole fucking house on. But I don't know if you guys can see.
That is lit up like fucking a Christmas tree right there.
It goes, my house, there's a whole nother section over here that you can't even see.
I saw it last year. It was pretty amazing setup.
Yeah, I set it all up for the kids. I love my kids.
Did you do it all white or multicolored?
It's got a nice it's red and white. Very Christmas.
Nice.
Beautiful. Anyway, Skip, moving on. Podcast number 98.
Wow.
Only 2 shy of a hundo, and I'm thinking we got to do something special for 100.
Yeah, we're going to do something.
Yeah, we are. We are. We're just going to have to keep it a secret, see what the case is, and go from there.
We got a couple ideas.
Yeah. Podcast number 98, Skip. What do you think of when 98 comes to mind?
98, Casey Hampton from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Casey Hampton, he was a big-ass...
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
He was a big-ass nose guard, Steve. He made 5 Pro Bowls. He was in the league for 12 years. He was a Longhorn, came up out of the University of Texas. His nickname was Big Snack, the Big Snack.
Oh, what the fuck? I like that. I should change my name to the Big Snack, because that's exactly what your bookie could do. Snack on my fucking nuts. The Big Snack. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Big Snack. I got a snack for your bookie, and it's not going to be tasty. It's going to be a little bit salty, to be exact.
I got the big salty snack. Oh.
I love it.
Hashtag salty snack.
So, number 98, like you said, Pittsburgh Steelers nose tackle. When I think of 98, I think of the Public Enemy. My 98 Oldsmobiles like to... That's a Public Enemy song back in the day. You guys wouldn't know nothing about that, though. Unless you were OG.
98 Oldsmobile?
My 98 Oldsmobiles like to... And then my boys had one, too, because, you know, I graduated high school in 92, which means I was in junior high and high school, 89, 90, 91, 92. And out here in Las Vegas, gang banging was in full effect, Bloods and Crips. So a lot of Oldsmobiles in old schools at my school, to be exact.
98 Olds. That's what comes to your mind.
Yeah, an Oldsmobile from the Public Enemy song. You got number 98. You said Casey Hampton.
Casey Hampton, yes.
Beautiful.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Before we get into the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you today. Michael Jordan is getting honored along with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and a couple other people.
Vin Scully
getting Scully every fucking day of his life. Major different things going on in different categories of sports. Like I said, we're at the time of the year now where there's money on the table. It's like taking candy from a baby.
It's a
you have so
beautiful
many
time of
options,
year.
dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
November is absolutely the most profitable month of the year when it comes to betting sports.
I think Guns N' Roses said it right. November rain.
November.
Because we make it motherfucking rain in November
rain.
more than any other fucking month.
Good point.
Fuck. Maybe fucking Axel was on to something.
College basketball, non-conference tournaments are going on all day, every day right now.
When you run your promotion today, I wanted you to call it November Rain.
Listen.
We're running a November Rain promotion we're going to make.
I got something big coming up later on in the podcast. Stick around. You're going to love this one.
That's a fact. Before we get into the podcast, Skip, you want to tell these people how to get a hold of us? Like I said, if you want to call us, 877-220-6540. If you want to make sure it's us, call, because there's so many scammers out there. When you comment on Instagram, Facebook, they act like they're me and try to draw you to their site. So if you want the real deal or you're thinking about dealing with us, just give us a call and talk to us. We'll talk back.
Oh, yeah.
I will. Won't you, Skip?
You better believe it. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. There's a place on there you can put your phone number in for a free pick. There's also, you can see all our packages on there. So there's different shapes and sizes of packages.
My package isn't on there. Is yours?
No. That would be a different site, Steve.
Well, a different site. Same price, though. I'm charging $25,000 handling fee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I said, pussy's a dime a dozen, but our dick ain't free. You got to pay for my shit, bitch.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, you hit it right on the head. If you want to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, it's VIP Sports LV. VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any questions, any comments. Skip, give a shout out to those boys that take care of us over there. Shout out to the Armed Force Radio Network. Brings our show to over 3 million viewers. And more importantly, the people that run the country and support us. I couldn't be more proud to have this sponsor.
I know there's a few military people out there, like probably about 16 or 17 new military folks that I got as clients.
I was going to say, we got 20 new clients in the office.
Just in the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've gotten 16 or 17 new military clients that came in from the Armed Forces Radio Network.
And for that, thank you, Armed Force Radio.
Yeah, and they're thanking me every fucking week. They have just supplemented their incomes. Let's just say that.
That's all we're looking to do. If they're over there supporting us, the least we could do is make them keep their house while they're gone.
Absolutely. If you're out there listening, which I know you are, whether you're in the military or not in the military, let me help you supplement your income. 877-220-6540. That being said, I want to give a shout out. It was Veterans Weekend this past weekend.
Sure was.
There was a lot of things going on. There was a parade. There was a lot of special things happening. in town, all over the country. Shout out again. Happy Veterans Day last weekend. All the listeners out there, Armed Forces Radio Network, you're keeping our country safe. We salute you, and we thank you now more than ever, my friend.
That is a fact. You can check us out at Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific and Mondays at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Once again, check us out Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific and again Monday night, 6 a.m., 6 p.m.
Yep.
Let's get into the show, Skip. We got a great show for you. Let's just start off with what we're talking about with the award. Presidential Medal of Freedom being presented by Obama himself. You want to talk to me a little bit about this? Who's getting the award, Skip? What's going on?
Vin Scully, the longtime announcer for the LA Dodgers, is receiving the
And
Medal of Freedom.
He
Congratulations, man.
I don't know who's got more Scully, Vin Scully or Charlie Sheen.
I don't know, but Vin Scully's a straight beast when it comes to announcing baseball.
He is. He's a superstar. I mean, a guy like yourself, he's probably brought you a long way. And,
yeah, we've talked about him before. I got a lot of memories with Vin Scully since I've lived out here on the West Coast.
But before we get into it, what the fuck is the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
That I cannot answer. I'm sure it's a great medal, though. And
Is it? It's just a Medal of Freedom? Well, I'm free, too. Can I get a medal?
It has something to do with promoting freedom, and, God bless
Well,
America.
hey.
God bless America.
I'm a hippie. I smoke pot. I mean, fuck, I'm free, too. Can I get an honor?
Well, Michael Jordan is getting it, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's getting it, and Vin Scully's getting it.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's some pretty good company right there.
I was just going to say, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is pretty political. He's got his hands and nose into some high-end shit. Also, borderline weirdo. Michael Jordan, I don't think he gives a dog fuck about the medal if he ain't on the golf course betting money.
Who knows?
At this point, Mike's just looking to get on the golf course, bet some fucking money. And I'm sure Michael Jordan's more excited about gambling being legal in every city and state more than this Freedom Award.
Yeah, playing some blackjack at the Bellagio, perhaps. I don't know.
Even though I'm talking a lot of shit, it's definitely an honor to get inducted from the President of the United States.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a big three or something
But
there.
you know what's even a bigger honor than President Obama giving Michael Jordan and Vin Scully the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
No, what?
Is my good friend Floyd Money Mayweather, which I was on the phone with last month. Listen to me. I'm talking to my homeboy last night as he's with the President of the United States of a motherfucking America.
President-elect Donald Trump hanging out with Floyd yesterday.
Not only that, but on the phone with him, like, Floyd, pass Trump the phone. Let me talk to him a little bit.
Unbelievable.
Sources have told us that sports betting will be legal very, very soon.
Well, why else do you want to be the president? I mean, you own casinos. Of course you want to legalize sports betting.
Me and you talked about it. The Bush boys, they were interested in nothing but oil. Don't we agree? I mean, they were
interested in starting war and making money for themselves.
From the oil, though, strictly with our enemy.
And Dick Cheney's arms supplies company.
What we're trying to say is
defense contractors. Yeah,
every president.
We can get into that forever, but yeah.
But I'm saying every president that goes into office does not. I mean, part of their job is to make whatever business they had before they were presidential stronger than it ever has, and I think they deserve to.
Well, I've always said this about politics. Why do you spend like $80 million of your own money trying to become the president? When the job only pays $400,000 a year.
You're promoting your business. You're promoting your business. I mean, you're promoting to win because you know you win, you blow the fuck up.
I mean, a governor's position, governors make like $150,000, $180,000 a year, roughly, somewhere in that neighborhood. Less than $200,000 a year.
Skip.
Why do you spend $5 million of your own money to become governor of a state, or more than that, when the job only pays $180,000 a year?
But
the math doesn't work there.
You know what else doesn't work? It makes sense to me now.
Unless you're looking to fucking rob, steal, and cheat and crook.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Because Donald Trump, like I said, imagine like we're worrying about Cantor and William Hill. When sports betting becomes legal, he will have Trump fucking sportsbook.
Yeah, Trump book.
And he will bring back the days of like the Binions. He will be like Benny Binion. You want to bet $2-3 million on a game, big boy? Big.com motherfucker? Mr. Hedge Fund guy? You got come on out here and I'll take all your fucking
money. Well, the Donald has already said he's not even taking the pay. He said he's going to take $1 a day as his pay. He doesn't want the salary. Okay, so you spend $80 million of your own money to get no salary.
To promote your business.
To get no salary. Well,
now let's talk real.
You're going to have to make sports betting legal so you can own Trump book and become the biggest bookie in the world. This guy will be taking $5 million bets.
This is what makes sense now. Everyone in Nevada and every casino owner voted for who? Hillary. Nevada was a Hillary fucking state all day long, whether you like it or not.
Except for some of Trump's buddies.
A couple of Trump's buddies. But hold on.
Like Carl Icahn and Steve Wynn.
And if you and I, but you know, if we owned a bunch of casinos and we weren't connected like Steve Wynn with the big boy, we wouldn't want you here too. Because you know why, Skip?
Yeah.
Soon as Trump makes, the first license he's going to give to himself, he ain't worried about sports betting. I mean, he is. But the first license he's going to give to himself is what?
Well, if he wanted a license...
He's going to give himself a gaming license so every one of his fucking hotels can have fucking craps, blackjack, and he can make fucking another couple billion fucking dollars.
Every one of his hotels now has a casino on the first floor.
If you guys don't know, Donald Trump's been trying to get approved from the Gaming Control Board to have gambling in his hotels for 25 years.
Here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, here in Las Vegas. They've declined him every single time. Well, guess what?
Now he's going to be the president.
Guess what? He's the #1 motherfucker in charge, and that's changing for sure. So write this down from my mouth. His Trump Tower will have gambling in it within a year. But here's the thing that I think is even going to be quicker than me and you didn't imagine. We think of a president 4 years, then another term 8 years. He's going on this term as if he's only going to be there for 4 years. So he's trying to get everything that he possibly could get done right a fucking way. Just like we said, Chris Christie was on stage fucking panting like a dog. You know why?
Yeah, because New Jersey's going to get sports
New Jersey's
betting.
going to have sports betting, and he's going to be in charge, and he's going to make a lot of fucking money, and he's going to be a superhero because when he's in charge of bringing it there, and he shows the dirty ass, and no offense to New Jersey, but it's dirty as fuck. When it shows the Atlantic City's fucking disgusting.
Let's just fucking face it. Atlantic City is the fucking armpit.
Fucking disgusting.
It's the armpit of the world.
It's dirtier than fucking Reno.
I've been to Atlantic City fucking 700
Stinks.
times.
Dirty.
There's a reason why I live in Las Vegas and not Atlantic City.
Oh, you talk about prostitutes. Them bitches are hawking on
God almighty.
They walk in fucking herds out there.
It's the armpit of the fucking world.
But the bottom line is, he's going to go down as a hero because it's similar to marijuana, Skip. When he proves and you see how much money's being taxed and how many roads and schools are being built and our taxes get lowered, he's going to be a superstar for that. And it's going to set the trend. But just to give you guys some inside information, I think California will become legal probably a few months, if not 6 months, a year before New Jersey. You know why? They're already in position for it. The ballot's already there. Everything is already in place, a little stronger than New Jersey.
And they got plenty of poker rooms and plenty of casinos in California where they could pop a sports book in those poker rooms and casinos in a second.
Yeah, but what Donald Trump's going to use at his presidency, just to sum it up, he's going to put blackjack. We're talking gaming and sports betting, two different people here, guys. Donald Trump's been declined for his gaming license for 20 plus years. So yeah, he's going to give, let me just approve myself. Done. That's something as a president you can literally get done.
So basically what you're going to see after...
You want to veto me? Veto these fucking nuts. No, it's approved.
So when Trump leaves the fucking White House, he's going to be the biggest bookie in the world.
Guys, when he leaves the fucking White House...
The largest legalized bookie in the world.
He's going to be the biggest casino, gambling, sports book owner in the world.
He'll be taking multi-million-dollar wagers.
That's a fucking fact.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen.
Bring back the days of Benny Binion.
Yep.
You got money, you want to bid $1 million, come down to Horseshoe.
Yeah, we don't turn down any size wager.
Yeah, those days are gone. And that would be great to see that come back.
He becomes the biggest book in the world. Speaking of the White House, you think he's taking a downgrade? Because his palace at fucking...
From the penthouse at Trump Towers to the dirty-ass White House where Obama was farting and smoking cigarettes?
I mean, this might be the only guy that's taken a downgrade in living arrangements.
That's a fact.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to say Obama, as personal people, Michelle and Barack, I mean, I love them both. They're good-ass people, man. I mean, I'm not a political dude, but I just like her sense of humor. I like him. He's a chain cigarette smoker. Yeah, he's taken a major downgrade going from Trump Towers to here.
That's what I'm thinking.
But let me ask you this, what threw me off on the rage. I mean, how close are we getting, Skip? Last night, I'm talking to Money May. He's with Donald Trump.
It's unbelievable.
Are you guys starting to see my connections a little bit?
For those of you that don't know, our office is
right. Is there any other sports? Is it?
Our office is right next door to Floyd Mayweather's gym here in Las Vegas. Okay, Champ is very good friends with the man Steve, the man.
He's here once a week.
Yeah, he rolls through the office here frequently. And all of a sudden, what you're trying to say is, last night he gives you a phone call, and where the hell is he?
With the President of the United States.
He's with Donald fucking Trump, and he's on the phone with fucking Steve Stevens.
And you know what?
Got to be fucking
listen.
Is there any other sports consultants out there on the phone with Floyd Money Mayweather, the greatest, richest athlete in the fucking world?
No.
While he's hanging out with fucking Donald Trump, President-elect, and fucking Trump Towers.
They said,
are you fucking kidding me?
They say, what separates VIP sports from everybody else? Well, number one, we deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world. Number two, we're on CNBC, the Business Financial Network. And number three, what, Skip? Dealing with the biggest, richest athlete in the world on the phone with the President of the United States, talking about making sports betting legal. That's what separates us from everybody else. There's no consultants out there dealing with the richest athletes in the world. There's no consultants talking to Floyd Mayweather when he's with Donald Trump, the President of the United States. Nobody. You got guys making fake-ass videos about taking both sides of the games, filming a little fucking thing over there with Blessing in a 200-square-foot office, smoking cigarettes, and you actually live in New York. Get the fuck.
That being said,
get the fuck out the game. If you don't live in Las Vegas and you act like you are, the fuck out of the game, D'Angelo, you little cunt. Fuck out of the business. You don't make no money anyway. Little dick, you make no money.
We consult the largest sports bettors in the world.
And our connections are deep. We got the president on our side now, motherfucker.
We have more money behind us, and we have more contacts behind us than anybody in this business.
Did you call your friend last night and have him sitting right next to the president? Was your friend sitting right next to the fucking president last night, yes or no? Did your homeboy call you, D, what up? And he was sitting next to the president? No, he wasn't. Mine was.
That's unbelievable. We have more celebrity clients than anybody in the industry. We have former athletes. Hell, we even have present athletes. Doesn't matter. We got rock stars. We got musicians. We got actors.
Politicians,
we got
high-powered attorneys, hedge fund guys, oil tycoons, several different athletes.
Every walk of life. Listen, just because you're not a high-end bettor and you're not a celebrity or a well-known figure, I'm just saying we got more of those people than anybody in this industry.
You think there's closet marijuana smokers. Closet gamblers are way more down.
We also like taking care of the average guy, so don't be afraid you can't call us. As a matter of fact, I take pride in helping the average $200 bettor. So give me a call.
It's funny you say that because I actually care more from a guy that's making $500 a week at his job. I care more about making him $2,500
absolutely
than someone like Mr. B, $250,000 in 3 days who doesn't give a fuck anyway. You're absolutely right. The small guys, the whole reason why I got in the business. It's a $1 billion industry. They deserve their fair share. Let's get into a little fucking football. I've been talking about this. We're going to continue to talk about it. Cowboys are red fucking hot. If anybody deserves to wear the El Scorcho tag, it's them. They're hot as a pistol.
What a comeback.
They're hot as fish grease. They're hotter than a fucking chicken Caesar salad silent fart coming from Kim Kardashian. That's how hot they are right now.
That's pretty hot.
Could you imagine cupping your hand around her ass as she lights out a fucking silent chicken Caesar salad fart?
Oh, God.
I don't know whose fucking farts stink more, hers or a fucking Great Dane.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
When you hear a dog do one of these,
oh,
you can best believe that a deep burnt fart smell is about to come out about.
Unbelievable.
But anyway, like I said, Cowboys are hot.
How do we go from the Cowboys to a Great Dane's fart?
Hot as a pistol.
Oh, okay.
Hot as fish grease. Hot as fucking her breath at 6 in the morning.
The Cowboys are hotter than any Great Dane's fart. Oh, my Lord.
Anyway.
They are hot. What a comeback win last week against the Steelers.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Big Ben took the team down with what, about 3.5 minutes left? They scored a
touchdown. Got the job done.
Scored a touchdown at home.
Did his job.
All the fans are going crazy. It looks like they're going to beat the Cowboys.
Nope.
Dak gets the ball back with a minute and a half, goes down the field, wins the game. Elliott breaks one and wins the game for Dallas, and it looks like they continue their win streak, right?
Their win streak? They're 8-0 against the fucking spread, Skip.
Unbelievable.
The only game, now, the only game I recollect that they pushed on was what?
Week 1.
Week 1 against the Giants, right?
Yeah, they were 1-point dog, and they lost 20-19 to the Giants. That was a push.
So that was a push.
Yeah, they've won and covered 8 straight games since then.
The Cowboys are the hottest
That's
team.
a real team, people. We always say, find a team that doesn't just win.
And bet them till they lose.
Find the team that covers the spread, because in this business, you don't need to stay ahead. You need to beat the spread.
That's to get some head.
and to get paid.
But we told you guys in the beginning of the year, you always have to look for some teams. You and I sat out Atlanta, and I sat out Minnesota in the beginning, and they played us very well for 6-7 weeks.
Right.
They took care of us very, very well. We got off that train since then. We've been on the Dallas Cowboys. We've been making money on the Dallas Cowboys. I'll tell you again, a team like that, similar to Carolina last year, you bet the team every week until they let you down. Bottom fucking line.
8 straight covers.
8 straight fucking covers. The hottest team in NFL by far. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about, okay? Because if you think that this was sincere, you're out of your fucking mind. Romo addressed the media on Tuesday. He said his burning desire, despite my burning desire to want to lead these fucking Cowboys to the playoffs. I want to lead these Cowboys to the fucking Super Bowl, and I want to win. He said it's Dak Prescott's team. He says that he's earned it. He said he's got the top spot, and he deserves to be the starter right now. Well, you know what? Even though you don't mean it, you're motherfucking right, he does. And the only reason why Jerry Jones is listen, Sounds to me like Romo got a little early Christmas gift or something, you know? Because I already told you, Romo and Jerry's wife got to have something going.
He got some kind of bonus just to take one for the team and just say, listen, I know I'm going to be on the sidelines.
You know why? Because in this situation, Skip, you and I are professionals in this industry. We talk a lot of shit, but Jerry's backed himself into a position to where even though he doesn't want to make this move, he has to. Because of guys like you and I and critics.
You can't
and
take
ESPN,
Prescott. You cannot take him out.
We've said it the whole year. You cannot take him out.
No, he's a fucking beast, too.
I said, however.
You see the size of that dude?
I said, however, Jerry Jones will find a way to fuck it up. I'll give you an example. If this week they go in and lose on something like silly or stupid, I can see Jerry just putting Romo in right away.
Well, listen, be careful because the Cowboys are a 7-point favorite at home against Baltimore this week, Steve.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that. We're going to get right in that right now as well. Cowboys are what, -7?
Yep, 7
against
points.
Baltimore and a 45 total.
Yep, 7-point favorite at home against Baltimore this week. Baltimore has won 5 straight games, Steve, against rookie quarterbacks. You listening to this?
Yeah.
Baltimore has won 5 straight games against rookie quarterbacks and has held them to a 61 passer rating and hasn't allowed more than 210 yards passing in any of those games against rookie quarterbacks in the last 5 times they played a rookie quarterback. During that streak, those rookie quarterbacks have thrown 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
So they're getting a little freaked out, obviously.
Well, what that means is Baltimore's played very well against rookie quarterbacks. Does that mean anything?
No, it really doesn't. But I guess if I seen Suggs and those big boys back there trying to eat me up too, I'd probably be a little nervous I was rookie quarterback as well.
Well, let's just say this.
You got to realize that was Ray Lewis's defense, and his ghost still floats around out there in Terrell Suggs. Remember that.
Well, one thing, Baltimore's really banged up this week on both sides of the ball.
Banged up? I don't know who's banged up more, the prostitutes this weekend or motherfucking the Baltimore fucking Ravens.
Who is? Here's an early poll question.
Go ahead.
Who is banged up more?
No, let me do it.
Baltimore.
No, hold on. Guys, here's a poll question for today. Who do you think is going to be banged up more this weekend? The prostitutes from the Andre Ward fight or the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to get more banged up this?
Well, the Ravens are pretty banged up on both sides of the ball. I believe they got 2 other offensive guards are going to be out this week too, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not mistaken.
They are banged the fuck up. Let me tell you something about the Ravens. 6-3 to the under this year, Steve. Out of the 9 games the Ravens have played, 6 of those 9 games have stayed under the total. Are you reading between any lines? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you.
Out of 9 games, 6 have went under. So if you bet all 9 games, you have a record of 6-3. Last time I checked, that's 66%. You can make a lot of money. Read between the fucking lines, guys.
Well, the Cowboys have won 8 straight games and covered all 8. On the flip side of that, Baltimore is 4-4-1 against the spread. However, on the road, they've only covered 1 game all year. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, I did. And to be honest with you,
Baltimore's only covered 1 game on the road this year. They've played 4 games on the road and only covered 1 of them.
And when they win, they don't win by much.
And they're banged the fuck up.
They're banged the fuck up.
And why is the line only 7 at home? Be careful now. Play might be on the total, play might be on the side. I don't know. Give me a call.
That's a fucking fact. Moving on in NFL football, another team, because Baltimore, their record, their team just looks terrible to me this year. Speaking of fucking terrible, Green Bay Packers plus. Listen, you got to be embarrassed if you're a Packer fan. Yeah, I mean, and by the way, you guys are playing fucking terrible. I don't know what's on your boy's mind, but he definitely doesn't have his mind in the fucking game. It's a fucking flat-out embarrassment, Skip, when you got the Green Bay Packers plus 2.5 at the fucking Washington Redskins.
Yes, that is correct.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen, I can tell you a lot about the Packers. I said 3 weeks ago, I made a very, very bold prediction that the Green Bay Packers will not see the postseason this year, and I fucking meant it when I said it. Detroit Lions were my sleeper in the NFC. Like you were, you said Atlanta was your sleeper in the NFC, and they're playing pretty well. I said the Detroit Lions were my sleeper. I made a statement 3 weeks ago. The Packers will not fucking make the postseason. You heard it here. I'm going to say it again.
I got to agree. The way they're playing right now, there's no way.
This team can't blow out anybody. I mean,
no, they can't score.
They can't even blow out a fucking candle, Steve.
They can't even blow out a fucking tire on the way to the fucking game. You know?
I mean, let me tell you. You want to know a little bit more about the Packers?
You said that they're so weak they can't even blow out a candle.
Yeah, let alone blow out a team.
So basically, they've taken the wind right out of them.
Well, let me tell you what I mean by that. Out of the 9 games so far this year, to their credit, the Packers have actually covered 5 out of the 9.
They're 5-4.
They're 5-4 against the spread. But on those 5 games where they've covered,
What have they won by, a point or two?
They've only covered by a combined 13 points on those 5 games that they did cover. I mean, combined, not one game.
So that's averaging 2 points.
Yeah, they're averaging like 2.5 points a cover. So
when they win, they fucking barely win.
When they do cover the spread, it's by a fucking compteur.
That's a fucking
It's by less than a field goal.
Yeah, smaller than a mouse's pussy.
Yeah, that's pretty small.
It doesn't get no, well, I mean, unless you're putting your fingertip in a fly's ass, it doesn't get no smaller than that.
That being spread, Steve, the Redskins 6-1 against the spread their last 7 games.
Yeah.
6-1 the Redskins against the spread their last 7 games.
Well, they gave up 47 points to Tennessee last week. Washington looking to take down another NFC North team after beating Minnesota last week.
That is correct.
Who I've told you, ladies and gentlemen, jump off the Minnesota train. We jumped off it 3 weeks ago, and we will not be jumping back on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't jump. You can't jump on Bradford.
No.
No.
So it goes to show that they definitely need a old boy back, ASAP. The bridge is under the water, and they need his ass back. Or should I say water under the bridge, huh?
Tennessee just fucking embarrassed Green Bay last week, so we'll see what happens there.
When you got Tennessee embarrassing you like that, brother?
That's the Sunday night game this week, by the way, the Packers and the Redskins.
So you got a marquee matchup. Who the Packers and the...
Packers and the Redskins Sunday night. What's the next game? The Monday night game?
Yeah, you got Monday Night Madness getting ready to pop off. You got... who's playing
Houston's in Oakland Monday night.
Houston, Oakland. Oh, my God. From what I understand, that's in Mexico. Are you talking about the fucking Los Raiders, Holmes?
Yeah.
Playing in fucking Mexico?
Imagine this. The fucking Raiders are playing Monday Night Football in Mexico City this Monday night, gentlemen.
Those aren't just the Raiders. Those are the Los Raiders.
Los Raiders.
There's going to be a lot going down in Mexico.
Oh.
Tell me about that game, Skip. What's going on in Mexico?
Well, let me tell you about this game. The Raiders are 6-3 against the spread. The line on this game is Oakland is -6, Steve. The total is 46. Now, the Raiders are 6-3 against the spread. Houston is 5-3-1. Most of the covers for Houston, though, have been coming at home. The Houston Texans are...
they have 4 of them, to be exact.
Yeah, and they push one on the road. They got 4 covers on the road and 1 push. They're 5...
At home.
At home, yeah, I'm sorry, at home.
At home.
They're 5-0 at home, straight up, Houston. Okay? 5-0.
What do you like, Houston?
Well, listen, this game's being played on a neutral field in Mexico City, as we just said.
But isn't it fucking weird as fuck to you, like when we're talking about Raiders in Texas, and they actually mean more than a team like Green Bay?
Yeah.
And 49ers?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, the Raiders are for real, man. And Houston is...
These are 2 real... I mean, Raiders is a real deal team.
Houston is no fucking joke. Houston's in first place in the AFC South at 6-3. They're winning the division.
That's my point.
You got 2 division leaders here on Monday Night Football in Mexico City. Now, be careful. I'm going to give you another stat you might want to know about. Houston on the road, 1-3 this year.
So, guys, like he said, it doesn't matter who wins. It matters who covers the spread. We can't tell you that. It is what it is. Oakland ranks 4th overall in rushing and faces a Houston defense that surrendered 80 and 53 yards on the ground in its last 2 wins over Jacksonville and Detroit.
Right. Their last 2 games, Houston has played very well against the run, held Jacksonville and Detroit to under 100 yards each. However,
the Texans are still giving up 127.7 yards on the ground on an average and are ranked 26 against the run.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll be running, guys. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, the Oakland Raiders are ranked 4th in rushing. The Houston Texans are ranked 26th in rushing defense. Houston is 1-3 on the road, very suspect on the road.
Now, what that would tell you if you were a smart bettor is that if you know a team's going to be running the ball, you might be wanting to look at a total, Skip.
The line opened up at 5.5, went up to 6 already. The total, as he said, is 46.
Games like this go quick.
That being said,
they go quick. They don't have incomplete passes every fucking other down.
You want me to do the promotion right now since you're talking about
If you do, you better call it November rain because it's November and we make it rain. Yeah, if we're going to do the total, before we get into college football, let's just, listen. Dallas Cowboys are on top of the market right now. Oakland Raiders, or LA Raiders, are looking absolutely fantastic. NFL's up for grabs right now, Skip. Patriots got a loss, tough loss, but I don't see it affecting them at all. I still see them coming in strong, getting the job done. To lose to a team like Seattle, who hasn't scored that many points all year long, was fucking embarrassing. But
first time they've lost 2 home games during the same regular season in a while.
Since 08 or some shit.
Yeah, in a while.
But at the end of the day, they're still solid. I'm still strong with them. And I'd have to say if those 2 teams were to meet, again in the Super Bowl. Which
It looks like Pete Carroll got a little revenge, Steve.
He did.
He came all the way across the country and beat the guy that fired him.
Shout out for
Pete Carroll.
Shout out to Pete Carroll and Jimmy Spatz, because you guys are twins. Shout out to my homeboy Jimmy out there, who looks exactly like Pete Carroll.
Shout out to Pete Carroll, who drafted my man Big Ron.
Go ahead and do the special, Skip.
Listen, we just talked about NFL totals. If you guys have not been calling me, shame on you. Oh, by the way, something we failed to mention. Yeah, the college football game of the year last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a winner. College football game of the year last Saturday. Troy State, I know it's a crazy team. It's a Sun Belt team. Probably would have never seen that coming. That's for damn sure.
That game, the game fucking won. I mean, I don't know what was uglier. I don't know what was uglier, the game or fucking Seal.
You mean Seal, the guy that dates all the supermodels?
That motherfucker gets more pussy
Seal?
than anyone.
Oh,
yeah, he's
my
the
God.
ugliest motherfucker in the world.
What was uglier, the Troy State game?
I was going to ask,
or Seal?
Probably Seal. He's an ugly motherfucker, dude.
Wow.
But he does fuck some bad bitches.
The bottom line is
we won.
The bottom line is we won. It turned out to look beautiful. It was a little scary. It wasn't as easy as we thought it was going to be.
No, it was a shootout.
Troy State -2.
Came back with 1 minute and 35 seconds to win us the game.
With a backdoor touchdown to get us the money in the college football game of the year last Saturday over Appalachian State. We were laying 2. We won 28-24. Doesn't matter how you get there as long as you fucking get there, guys.
And it don't matter how you pay me, just fucking pay me.
And that game was for first place in the Sun Belt Conference. And listen, Appalachian State got their first loss in the conference, and Steve knew what was up. He had an insider in the Sun Belt that we've been dealing with for years, and they assured us that Troy State would win that game and cover the 2. And it doesn't matter how they did it. They fucking did it.
Period.
So here's the bottom line. What I started to say was, if you're not calling in for these promotions,
we've done 4 and we've won 4.
I mean, every one we do wins. Our college football total of the year.
For our phone not to ring off the hook when we do another one of these is just absolutely fucking absurd.
Our college football total year 2 weeks ago to San Diego State, Utah State, Friday night total of the year was a winner. I mean, our college football game of the year was a winner. Our NFL dog of the month was a fucking winner, the Saints. I mean, what more can we do for you? I'm begging you to make money. Now, here's an opportunity that you absolutely cannot miss. This weekend, this Sunday in the NFL, Steve is making the largest wager that he's making on an NFL total the entire season. It's our NFL total of the year. It goes this Sunday.
November rain.
Call me for the November rain for the NFL total of the year, 877-220-6540. I'm going to give you that game for $99. Is that okay?
Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
$99, I'm going to give you that game. And if you call me Friday for the game, I'm going to throw in Friday and Saturday's college basketball and college football. This is fucking insane. $99 for the NFL total of the year this Sunday. Call me Friday, and I'll include Friday and Saturday's college football and college basketball, all for $99. You're insane if you don't call me. You absolutely hate money if you don't pick up the phone.
$100 bill to deal with the guys that actually bet hundreds and thousands. $100 bill to deal with the guys that deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world. Guys that are 72.3% documented on CNBC for a $100 bill. And to have a chance to maybe talk to Steve Stevens or the big skipper, who's hanging around with the richest athletes in the world with the President of the United States for a $100 fucking bill. Who else are you going to call and get that type of action? Anyway, let's move on to some college football, Skip, because we have been getting fucking paid.
Yeah.
Bottom fucking line. I'd have to say it was upset weekend in college football, brother.
Crazy shit going on.
I don't know who was more upset. Kelly for me going out all Saturday night, or the college football teams this week,
There
last
was
weekend?
a lot of upsetting going on. Oh, my God. Who was more upset? My wife, because I didn't come home Wednesday night. Steve's wife, because he didn't come home Saturday night.
Or college football fucking upsets.
Or Michigan, Clemson, and Washington. I mean, who was more upset?
Oh, my God.
My wife, Steve's wife, or one of those three schools?
Or one of these 3 head coaches.
Yeah.
Number 2, upset weekend in college football. Number 2, number 3, and number 4 all go down.
Clemson, Michigan, Washington, whoosh, right down the toilet.
Despite the upsets, though, here's the new rankings. Alabama, number 1.
Well, that's obvious.
Of course, roll tide all motherfucking year. They're going to do that easily. And I think everybody remembers last year when the big skipper Steve Stevens went to championship game to see Roll Tide.
Yeah, we did.
Playing fucking person, front row. And we'll probably be doing the same thing this year if it's anywhere near Arizona or close to us. You know what I mean? Am I going to fly us to fucking across the world to the East Coast.
I don't know where the fucking championship game is this year. How do I not know that?
That's funny because I don't either.
Yeah, I don't really.
It's just not.
I don't really care till a week before. You know what I mean?
Honestly, me neither.
Yeah,
Who gives a fuck where they play?
Yeah, it's like, what city are we going to?
It has nothing to do with winning games.
Yeah.
It's almost like one doesn't lead to the other. So Alabama number 1, Ohio State number 2, Michigan 3.
Ohio State, congratulations, Big Ten jumping in there. 2 Big Ten teams, my friend.
Well, Ohio State.
I represent the Big Ten. I'm a Penn State guy, man. By the way, Penn State number 10, man. Moving on up.
Yeah, fuck the state Penn. We're winning with Penn State. That's for sure. So Ohio State, always have been a strong team. I think they've been weaker the last 5 years than they ever have been.
Fuck, Ohio State is beast, dude.
I understand
Huge.
that.
Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, even though they lost their quarterback last week for the season, they got beat.
And still ranked number 3.
They got beat. They lost their quarterback, and they're ranked, and they're still ranked
I
number
don't
3.
understand that one either.
Hardball, baby, hardball.
That's a fact. He's a beast. Then number 4, you got Clemson, Louisville, and then you round it out with Washington. And if I'm not mistaken, USC put the whooping on Washington last week to give them their loss.
Let's say this. Something will change because Ohio State and Michigan will meet up in Ohio State. Michigan has to go to Ohio State next Saturday, Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, within 14 days, these rankings change for sure.
You want to talk about, Nelly. Nelly. That's going to be a big one.
That's a barn burner. That's for fucking sure. It's an absolute exciting situation.
That's a marquee matchup.
It's definitely a marquee matchup.
So there's going to be some shake-up there. That's going to be shaken up like a Yahtzee fucking, the Yahtzee cup?
Dude, yeah.
Shake that up like a Yahtzee cup.
I'm just reminiscing, thinking about grazing on that food and watching all these fucking marquee matchups and filling up our bank account with another couple fucking
It's
milk.
a great time of the year, gentlemen. You don't see the spirit. You don't see the energy.
My
you
God.
don't see the confidence.
Yeah.
You don't see the excitement.
Yeah, we're not doing a podcast
Come
from our
on.
apartment in front of our fucking cabinets in the kitchen.
877-220-6540. Join this team, people. Join this team.
Yeah. Guys, you see another sports consultant out there that has any more than 1,000 views, best believe they're fake. All of our followers are organic. We average about 4,000, 4,200 views per podcast, and that's number 1 in the whole industry.
I'll give you something to view.
Yeah, so will I.
Yeah, you can view my bankroll when I'm down at Caesars making my next wager.
That is a fact. Oh, a guy commented, it's funny as fuck. He was talking about Caesars. He says, guys, the only reason why Steve and Skip are still down at Caesars Palace is because they lose, because Caesars wouldn't take their bets if they won. Dude, do me a favor. Get off my fucking podcast. Stop putting comments on there.
When you gotta
Get the fuck from my Facebook and find something to do, because number 1, you're a fucking idiot. Number 2, Caesars Palace has more money than God.
Wow.
Number 3, they're the only casino that will let us do whatever the fuck we want and continue to pay us. Have you ever listened or followed us over the last 4 years and seen the millions of dollars in tickets, or maybe went to Caesars Palace where you'll see us in person like everyone else does every week? Shout out to Paul Thompson. Thompson, will you clown this motherfucker and tell him that we ball out of control in Caesars and we make $1 million bets for Skip to jump in the motherfucking fountain? Motherfucker, we ain't crawling around here. We're balling. So if you're going to take the time to podcast and put a comment, or you're mad at me because my dick's longer than yours, or your girl wants to suck my cock, find something else to do. This podcast is for guys that want to make money, guys that like to hear me talk shit, and guys that want real information from a fucking wise guy that's 3rd generation born and raised in Las Vegas.
Let me just
If
jump
you're
in.
looking to get anything else out of it except for legalization of sports betting, you're watching my show for the wrong reason.
And let me
Tell
just
your bitch to call me. I'll get better use out of her than you.
let me just jump in and say this. Have you ever heard of a 7-star card at Caesars Entertainment Property? Yeah, because I got one. It's $1 million in action in a 12-month period.
They let us do whatever the fuck we
want.
want.
I'm pretty much allowed to do what I want.
Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to the Grinder.
Yeah.
Shout out, we can't.
We don't even have to go there.
No, we don't.
I'm not here to justify shit.
No. We made it very clear we're done justifying shit.
That's it.
When we get letters from the fucking Internal Revenue Service and the letter boys, FBI, telling us not to post tickets, and Gaming Control says don't post any more tickets if you want to bet, we're going to listen to what they say.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about impressing you, because we know who we are and we know what we do. And if you've been following us, you know what we are. And if you're just following us, do your research. Go find out who we are. I'm the baddest motherfucking, most feared sports bettor in the world.
Amen. And I can show you better than I can tell you.
That's a fact. Moving on.
877-220-6540, and I'll justify it, and I'll increase your bankroll.
That's
you
right.
want to be justified? Give me a call.
You want your suitcase to be a little heavier than when you came? as you know, once again.
Phone's ringing off the hook for Taxi TV.
I got to be honest, man. I'm truly fucking blessed. I know you guys out there, when I did the TV show, everyone said they're going to do a TV show. No one's done one, and you never will. We signed with Armed Force Radio Network, 3 million viewers. Every sports consultant now on their Twitter, I'm going to get with Armed Force Radio Network. No, you're not. Now, I just got signed by Taxi TV, which means our commercial plays in the fucking television in the back of
Every taxi in the city.
hundreds of thousands of cabs. So VIP Sports has 350,000 people a day see our ad. So that's another reason why we're above everybody else. Yeah, you'll never do that. You can't do that. Here, go to taxitv.com. Try to spend some money with them. They don't want you. They called me to pay me. So, like I said, shout out to Taxi TV. It's pretty fucking cool when you said you jumped in to go to the airport over there and you do like making money, right?
Yeah.
You think you deserve the shot? VIP Sports, mention this ad and get a free $500?
It was fucking
Pretty
bizarre.
impressive,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So, shout out to them as well.
Sticking with college football,
Let's
Friday
get
night,
right into it. UNLV running Rebels, minus 28 at Boise State with a 66 total.
Boise State is, this line was like 25 or 26 when it came out, Steve. Boise State minus 28.5 now at home Friday night.
They win at home.
Against our UNLV running Rebels. Be careful. I got a stat for you. ESPN2.
As Sanchez isn't looking to get blown out either.
Congratulations to ESPN, to UNLV for making ESPN2 Friday night.
Yeah.
Right? Congratulations.
Well, how about
prime time game on a Friday night.
How about
it might be embarrassing, but congratulations to you.
Well, how about congratulating you on being on a very special edition baseball card?
Oh, yeah.
And I seen your front page at MLB.com
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
As a celebrity of the company. I wanted to, you told me it was very impressive when I'm talking to Floyd sitting right next to the president.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably never get that close to the president ever again with me.
Mm-hmm.
But very impressive what you did as well. You want to tell these people about the baseball card? Please tell me you got one.
Yeah, I got one.
I know you're not the type of guy to buy shit for yourself or
my
gloat
dream-
yourself. This fucking guy hasn't put any Money Talks posters up. He's got memorabilia with pictures of every celebrity in Hollywood. You ain't got one thing in your office or at home. What do you do with all that shit?
And a whole lot of athletes. NASCAR drivers, athletes.
Oh, all your memorabilia from our clients. What do you do with it?
Oh, I got a lot of athletes as clients, NASCAR guys. Yeah, I got a lot of memorabilia, a lot of photos, but it's not all about that. It's about making everybody money.
So you said Boise. Well, first of all, UNLV top.
You want me to tell you them about the baseball
I
card
just
real
wanna,
quick?
Yeah, please.
My dream has always been to have my own baseball card, Steve. I got to get on. I want to be a major league baseball player, and I want to have my own baseball card.
Well, congratulations, you did it.
My dream came true.
Tell these people whose cards you're on, Skip.
Well, this summer, my friend and I, who's a big Mets fan, we were at Petco Park this summer when the Mets came in to play San Diego. Just so happened that we were sitting on the front row of the Mets dugout when Bartolo Colon hit that
ding dong.
When Bartolo Colon hit that historical home run, and they were taking all the pictures, and not only were we on the front page of the New York sports section that Sunday, the very next day, which was Mother's Day, by the way. There we were, right on the dugout, me and my friend.
For a guy that doesn't do too good, he's sure front row everywhere.
And it just so happened that the picture that they used to make the Topps baseball card of Bartolo Colon's home run, limited edition, 8,000 cards made, sold out in a matter of like 2 or 3 hours. There I am, sitting right on the dugout, like the boss I am, on that Topps baseball card, Bartolo Colon, and they had the baseball card and the picture up on MLB.com yesterday, Steve. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah, I know, I seen it.
So I made it to a baseball card, man.
Congratulations, brother.
So back to UNLV and Boise.
Yeah, let's get to the point. Like I said, UNLV has 4 receivers out. They're not healthy. Nora Sanchez looking to get blown out. You have a stat, Boise State at home or against the spread?
Yeah, be real careful. Boise State 0-5 against the spread at home this year, gentlemen. Boise State 0-5 against the spread at home.
Sanchez, who's not trying to get blown out.
At home this year.
So, be real careful. If you want information on that, let us know.
And let me give you something else. Boise State 3-7 against the spread this year. 3-7. Boise's only covered 3 games all year, Steve, and none of them have been at home.
USC. USC.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
USC at UCLA with a 53 total. USC defeated number 4 Washington.
Yeah.
Redshirt freshman Sam Darnold completed 22 of 33 passes for 287 yards, the most allowed by the Huskies this season.
USC having a great year.
And 2 touchdowns.
They're having a great year since they got blown out in week 1 against Alabama.
USC, on the other hand, 7-3, 6-3 in the Pac-12, has its first 6-game winning streak since 2008. So this is going to be a hard-nosed fucking game right here, brother. USC just fucking beat up on Washington. UCLA is...
Well, let's just say this. The line opened up USC -10. It's now up to USC -13. A whole lot of money coming in on the Trojans. Obviously, everybody in the world saw the Trojans beat Washington last week. Redshirt freshman quarterback, as he just said, had a big fucking day. USC's won 6 games in a row. They're hotter than a fucking pistol. And out of those 6 games, what do we say? How many of them did they cover? Well, 5 out of 6. So not only have they been winning games, they've covered 5 out of those 6 games on that winning streak.
Pay attention.
And they've been red hot since losing that first game of the week when Alabama fucking spanked them like a school child, 52-6, if you remember that, week 1.
Oh, I do.
Don't ever forget that. One other thing I got to say about the 6-game streak that they've been on, they've covered 5 out of 6, but guess what, Steve? All 6 of those games have been unders.
Unders.
6 straight unders in that win streak for USC. Under.
So you degenerates out there, stop just looking for a side. Bet a fucking total. You got a better chance.
We just told you we got our NFL total of the year this week.
No shit. Let's
God,
get paid.
give us a call.
We're 100%.
It's going to be a big weekend, man.
Here's one thing that caught my eye.
Man, I'm fired up.
Okay, well, answer this one. Why is Pittsburgh only -6.5, 7 at home versus Duke after Pittsburgh upset number 2 Clemson last week?
Well, could be another trap. They could be setting another trap, Steve.
You know Duke has ruined a lot of people. Like they've covered a lot against the spread.
Pittsburgh is at home, 6.5, 7-point favorite at home. Let me tell you a couple things about this game. Pittsburgh 1-3-1 against the spread at home, Steve.
Yeah.
So here's a team that's only covered 1 game this year at home. You got Boise State that hasn't covered any at home. You got Pitt that's only covered 1 game at home this year out of 5 games. Wow. I'll tell you something else about Pitt. 9 straight overs. Let's get back to the totals.
I didn't think you were going to tell them that.
The Pitt Panther games have gone over 9 straight times.
So, guys, with those 2 stats right there, I suggest you try to figure it out.
Oh, boy.
Skip, let's just move through a couple games and tell people what's going on. Number 9, Oklahoma, -3 at number 14, West Virginia, with a 67 total. Both teams competing for a Big 12 title will meet in Morgantown Saturday night. Oklahoma's been hot, but are still allowing 31 points a game. Their defense is suspect, and fucking they're going to have to tighten that up. West Virginia has only played 1 team that is currently ranked. That was Oklahoma State, and they lost 37-20.
Correct.
So
I'm not going to say too much about that game because I want people to call in. We might have a big play on that game, and I don't want to really get into it too much. Just real quick, getting back to that Duke game, I told you Pitt has only covered 1 game at home all year. Yeah, Duke is 5-0 against the spread their last 5 games and 7-3 against the spread this year. So maybe that's why they're only 6.5 or 7.
not to go back backwards, but Cleveland Browns are still
always moving forward.
Always moving forward. Cleveland Browns are still winless, and on the other side of the token, Alabama's undefeated still.
Yeah.
Now, Skip, you have said many times, we've argued about this, that Atlanta could beat Cleveland. Alabama could beat Cleveland, and I told you not a fucking chance.
Right.
So I want to ask a poll question to you guys out there. Do you think Alabama could beat the Cleveland Browns?
I say yes.
I say absolutely fucking not. Now, you wanted to ask me, what did you ask me earlier, what I would make the line on that game? To even like...
Because we completely disagree on this.
I know.
And maybe...
And you're really going to disagree with what I say right here.
Yeah, if you put a line on that game, let's say Cleveland was playing Alabama and they were playing on a neutral field, what would you set the number?
14 minimum.
Cleveland minus 14?
Easily.
Come on.
Yeah. Cleveland 14 easily.
Well, you know.
And listen.
You know how I said Green Bay couldn't blow out a team, let alone a candle?
Yeah.
Well, Cleveland ain't beating nobody by 14.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, buddy.
They suck, dude.
I understand that, but they're grown-ass men over there. They're pros. Okay. Everyone on that team earned their spot.
There's a lot of grown-ass men on the Alabama Crimson Tide, too. You know where I'm putting the
line?
You
ain't lying. Hey, we did the statistics.
You know where I'm
They averaged, 11 people from the team going fucking pro, dude?
They're fucking, listen, they send 11, 12 people to the pros every year.
Still don't get me twisted. I stand by my word. Cleveland beats the fuck out of them.
By 14?
Yeah.
Well, here's my line on the game.
All right, go ahead.
Pick them.
Well, I'll be at your sports book all day long, brother.
Pick 'em.
I'd love to bet that game with your book any day.
Yeah, well, I wish they'd play because
I wish they'd fucking play
because
too.
I would take your 14 points all the way to the bank.
There's going to be some fans that hate what I say, and there's going to be a lot that hate what you say.
You're probably right. There probably won't be a lot of people on my side with this one. However, I'm sticking to my guns. It's a pick 'em, and I'm picking Alabama. And if you're giving me 14 points, I'll take 10 grand plus the 14. As a matter of fact, I'll buy the hook, and I'll take the 14 and a half.
You can't buy the Chris, bro.
I'll
It's William Hill. You can't buy hooks.
I will lay 12,000 plus 14 and a half to win 10.
All right. Let's move on to a little NBA, Skip. Clippers were minus 12 last night at home versus Memphis. Memphis won outright.
Speaking of traps.
You're talking about a money line and a trap. The block is fucking hot, Skip. Memphis last night was a game Steve Stevens was focused in on. Did I take it money line? No, but I did win the underdog. Clippers were minus 12. They lost the game outright thanks to Marc Gasol's game-winning three-pointer. Snapping the Clippers' 7-game winning streak. Is this an example of a trap? Because, I mean,
Well,
you go to overtime.
Yeah.
They go to overtime. They have a good chance of maybe covering. 12, not a chance.
well, let me say this. The game opened up at 11 and a half.
But even
It
going into overtime, Gasol and Memphis still had a chance of easily covering that. 12.
It ended up covering, like I said, it opened 11 and a half. It ended up going off at 12 and a half. So you know what that means, right? It was the last game on the board last night in the NBA.
People had to bet it.
West Coast game. Everybody fucking fired on the Clippers.
Yep.
Clippers are fucking red hot. They're 10-2.
Correct.
Speaking about teams that covered.
Everybody got pounded.
Speaking about teams that covered. Clippers 10-2 straight up. They've covered 9 of those 10 wins. So they're actually 9-3 against the spread. The number one covering team in the NBA right now is the Clippers.
Don't mistake.
So a lot of people fell for that chop last night.
We didn't. And like I said, it's all about knowing what the fuck these sports books are doing with their lines, guys. It's not about winning or losing. It's about dealing with the guys that make the fucking spread. Someone makes the numbers. So, that's who you got to deal with, bottom fucking line. Some hot starts, to be honest with you. Cleveland, 9-2 in the East. Atlanta, 9-2. But at the same time, like, Cleveland's number one, but they're shit against the spread. Like, if you look at Cleveland, they're 9-2, they're kicking ass, but against the spread, your asshole's bleeding if you've been betting Cleveland.
Absolutely.
Talk to me a little bit about that. I think they've only covered 3 games, Skip, out of their fucking 11.
You are correct. They've covered 3 games this year, the Cavaliers.
So you're 3-8 against the spread. That's one of the worst statistics you'll ever want to see in sports betting in your life.
They're 9-2. They've won 9 out of their 11 games. However, they've only covered 3 games. And by the way,
3-8 against the spread.
By the way, same shit by the Cavaliers last year. Okay. Yeah,
oh yeah.
Yeah, they won the championship, but
they never covered.
They were horrendous against the spread.
They sure were.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, take a key to that. We say bet teams until they prove otherwise. I suggest you get on the fucking
how many times
going against Cleveland fucking span real quick.
How many times do I have to tell you? In this business, you don't need to stay ahead. You need to beat the spread.
And I get what they're saying, though. I mean, it's hard to bet against Jordan. So these young kids, the new generation, they're looking at LeBron as their new Jordan. So it's kind of hard to, even with me, I'd made money. It'd be hard to bet against Jordan when he was out there. Thank God I wasn't around that day betting big fucking money.
It's hard to bet against LeBron.
But you need to, because if you're a sports bettor, you got to pay attention to the trends and what's going on.
LeBron has a serious track record of not covering, period. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, like you said, Cleveland's 9-2, Atlanta's 9-2. Atlanta has covered the spread.
Yeah, exactly.
A hell of a lot more than Cleveland.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at their records at 9-2, thinking Cleveland's the best team, Atlanta's covering their highest fucking pistol.
Atlanta's 8-3 against the spread, Steve.
Yeah, the complete opposite. One's hitting 80%, the other one's hitting...
They're the number 2 team in the league against the spread. The Clippers are number 1.
And then you take it over to the west side. You got Clippers at 10-2, Golden State at 9-2, Spurs at 7-3. Here we go. Golden State not covering the spread that much at 9-2.
They've only covered 4 games this year.
4 fucking games.
Yeah.
And now Clippers covering their fucking ass off. So the number 1 in the West... 10-2, but I think they've covered what, 9 times?
Yeah, 9-3 against the spread.
Motherfucker, that's serious.
Spurs,
I don't know.
You know what?
What are the Spurs? 7-3?
Yeah, and they're 7-4-1 against the spread. They're 9 the Spurs are 9-3 right now.
So Spurs are covered.
Yeah, Spurs cover, and they traditionally do over the years. They're a covering team.
You're betting Clippers, Spurs, and Atlanta. You're making a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, you know what you're getting out of this, people?
And going against Cleveland.
Yeah, just to sum it up. If you're betting Golden State and the Cavaliers this year, you're losing your fucking ass.
Out of those 6 teams, Skip, who's your top? Who's your top pick? Give me 3, fuck it. Who's your top 3 out of those 6 teams?
Well, I'd have to say Golden State, the Clippers, and the Cavs. I mean,
that's pretty fucking easy,
yeah.
isn't it?
Well, yeah. But are you talking about winning games or are you talking about covering?
Covering the spread.
Oh, if you're talking about covering the spread, you got to go with Atlanta, the Clippers, and the Spurs.
No, but I love how you just gave me those three because that's the exact same fucking order the public would have gave it to you. They'd have picked those three teams.
And if you bet those teams, you're losing your ass, except the Clippers.
Correct.
Yeah.
So go against Cleveland, ladies and gentlemen, and don't let that loss by Memphis fucking throw you off.
And don't start betting Golden State yet either because they are not covering games. They've only covered 4 games all year.
And this, I can show you that everybody knows that. Here's the title odds for the championship. Golden State's only $1.10.
So close to even money to win the championship.
Cleveland, the team that got it done, plus 250.
2.5 to 1 on the Cleveland Cavs to win the champ to repeat.
No respect, dude.
2.5.
Golden State, even money. Cleveland champions, plus 250. Spurs, plus 700. This is the most disrespect. I ain't done.
7 to 1.
Clippers, plus minus 1,000. Plus 1,000.
Clippers are 10 to 1 to win the championship.
Go take you a couple $100 if you're a future guy. Go ahead and get you a couple $100 on that. But let me explain something to you. Ain't no future in your fucking fronting. Ain't no future in fucking making a future bet. It's fucking ridiculous. All you're doing is putting your money in the casino's bank for fucking 6 months. It's the dumbest bet I've ever seen in my fucking life.
8 months.
It shows you don't know shit about fucking sports betting. And why don't you use that money that you're going to go tie up there for 6 months and let us flip it like a world-class fucking gymnast? Let us flip it like any fucking dolphin you've ever seen in the fucking ocean. We'll flip more than flippers ever flipped at SeaWorld. I can tell you that right now.
That's a whole lot of flipping.
That's a whole lot of fucking flipping.
Yeah, like more coins being flipped at halftime.
Yeah, that's a fucking
Or before the game, right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be careful with these future bets and all these degenerate bets. It's all about betting right now. People want money today, not in 6 months.
Yeah, don't tie your money. It's actually 8 months. I mean, you won't get that money till June.
The only people worse than that, the guy betting a future bet, is the guy putting his money in the stock market. Waiting 6 months or a year to make 8%. 10 if he's fucking a superstar.
Why would you tie your money up for fucking 8 months when we could take that money and, like he said, flip it over?
Do you want your family...
We can flip that money 50 times between now and June.
Why would you want to be tied up? Do you want your family being tied up in home invasion too? Why would you want anything of yours tied up? You definitely don't want to tie up your bank account, do you?
No.
It's the last thing you want to tie up.
No.
Make sure you use your money, work your money, and get fucking paid.
Amen, brother.
That's a fucking fact. But moving on to NHL, Skip, we've been winning a lot of fucking hockey. Shout out to Nikolai. I had no idea we were going to go on this run. Started off as a $1,000 player. He's up almost $200,000. I mean, to his credit, we're betting 20 grand a game again. But Nikolai, when you called, because you're Russian and your voice fluctuation, we didn't agree at first because I'm a fast talker. And I was getting ready to hang up on him in the beginning, Skip.
He loves his hockey,
I'm going to send you to another rep.
Yeah.
And sure enough, dude, we ended up working it out. Me and him have made a lot of fucking money in hockey. Hockey's on fire every single night, if you guys don't know. It's an everyday sport, just like basketball. You want to go over the point system real quick, and then let's get out of here. I got to get on the phone.
Just some red-hot hockey teams. I mean, the best teams out there, Canadians, man. They got 28 points, 13-2-2. The Rangers, 26 points. The Blackhawks, they're on fire, 24 points. Out here on the West Coast, the Ducks are playing pretty well. They got 19 points. That's pretty much it for hockey. We do make a lot of money betting hockey. We don't talk about it a lot.
We don't bet a lot of games. We're very selective in hockey. You're lucky to get 3 hockey plays in a week out of us.
Correct. Yeah.
So, very selective. If you're looking for a hockey package and you're looking to play a game a day or 2 days a game, you'll never get that in hockey from us.
Right.
Very selective.
We're not going to play 3-4 games a night in hockey, nor do we do that in any sport. But very, very, very selective in hockey. And when we do bet a hockey game, it wins 8 out of 10 times.
I got a story for you that I think you're going to like. You know Detroit Tigers pitcher Michael Fulmer?
Yes, I do.
Well, supposedly he takes on a off-season job.
Well, he just won the American League Rookie of the Year.
This is why this story is fucking great. If this dude ain't the coolest dude in the fucking world, I don't know what is. Detroit pitcher Michael Fulmer won the American League Rookie of the Year award this week, Skip. It was well-deserved as Fulmer finished the 2016 with what? 11-7 record, a 3 ERA, 1.1 whip appeal to keep it real, and 132 strikeouts in 159 innings pitched.
Not bad for a rookie.
Not bad.
Not bad for a veteran.
Not bad for a fucking OG out there getting it done. You know what I mean? So
hell of a season.
this wasn't the biggest news that came out of Fulmer, though. I mean, he was excited, got Rookie of the Year. Wait till you hear this. It has been reported that Fulmer is working for his friend's company, Cyrus Wright Plumbing, in Oklahoma. His duties include digging ditches, changing sewer lines, replacing old Orangeburg pipes with new PVC pipes, in the basement of people's houses, changing water heaters, under people's fucking sink with his ass crack out, plunging shitty fucking toilets at grandma and grandpa's house on a fucking normal call. Dude, do you think fucking Kershaw would ever take a job plumbing shit?
Listen, I like the lay pipe, Steve, but not those kind of pipes.
That's a fact. So
I mean,
I would have to agree. If anybody's got the only pipe Michael should be laying is on his girl or the women out there at the strip club.
Come on, Michael.
With that type of money, you definitely shouldn't be plunging shit and laying pipe, literally.
I love your blue collar attitude, partner. I got a lot of that in me, but
So do I.
However, man, I'm doing pretty well in my life.
Skip, well, let me just say this.
And fucking plumbing ain't gonna be one of the things I'm gonna be doing. No disrespect to any plumbers out there. As a matter of fact, I got 2 plumbers as clients.
Plumbers get paid. I like plumbers. They work their ass off and they make a lot of money.
Yeah, they do. However,
and we've been plumbing your book, and we've been flushing your bookie's pipes like a motherfucker.
Yeah. However, don't flush your money down the toilet. Go ahead and give us a call, and we'll go ahead and lay some pipe in your bookie's ass tonight.
But I thought that was funny. You know, I'm all for being American, keeping it down to earth.
Yeah.
Go pull weeds at grandma's backyard. Don't go fucking lay pipe at a fucking company.
Yeah, I mean,
lay pipe on your girl, bro.
You got a major league pitcher fucking underneath your sink fucking fixing your leaking pipe.
This is what I was going to say. Let's say, for
Or plunging your fucking toilet.
Okay. Let's say, for instance, one of our clients comes home, his wife calls a plunger, calls a fucking a plumber, come by the house, the sink ain't working right. Guy shows home, he's one of our clients, and it's the big skipper under there fixing the fucking plumbing.
Well, that ain't gonna happen, but I know what you're saying.
But my point is he would instantly think this guy isn't who he says he is at all.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is he plumbing when he's one of the richest fucking sports consultants in the world?
All of a sudden, you got the American League Rookie of the Year fucking plunging your toilet.
Anyway,
That's crazy.
I know what you're trying to do. You're a good dude. That shows that you're a good-hearted guy. But, man, you don't have to go through all that, dude. If anything, put a little money into that plumbing company and advertising and blow them up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't got to go put no hard-earned work, but I do love a guy like you. I do like that old school's still out there. Charlie Sheen's ex-girlfriend, Mueller.
Oh, boy.
Brooke Mueller, if this bitch ain't a mule, then I don't know who is. Obviously, his twin sons have been missing, supposedly. I don't know if you've been seeing on TMZ. Bob and Max were finally found after reports that they had been gone. Charlie Sheen's ex-girlfriend, Brooke Mueller, who he had 2 twin boys with, she's been on drugs left and right, heroin, cocaine, this, that, the other. Brooke has been at inpatient at over 10 different facilities, Skip.
Oh, boy.
So this girl's more...
She don't have the kids. I mean...
She has the fucking kids. Let me finish my fucking story. You're going to trip out.
She's been in drug treatment facility 10 times and still has the kids?
Well, look who her husband is.
Oh, my God.
Coke snorting, prostitute loving, HIV, Charlie Sheen.
So here's a choice. You give the kids to Charlie Sheen, or do you give the kids to the chick, the drug addict fucking wife or mother that's been in 10 drug fucking...
Here's how the judge had to make a decision.
You got to take those kids.
Here's how the judge... Yeah, you do. The judge makes a decision. Do the kids sit in a room while Charlie fucks hoes and does cocaine and listen to loud music all night?
No.
Or do the kids sit in the third room and listen to mom get fucked and suck heroin dick?
Oh, in between lines.
Correct.
Oh.
So it's not good at all. But Tuesday night, Brooke and the twins were reported missing in Utah. In a bizarre scene, Brooke showed up at a Salt Lake City bar. Listen to this, Skip. The dirty fucking bitch shows up at a bar in Salt Lake, barefoot. Her feet were black, cut the fuck up with 2 kids. Like the bitch just came out of the woods like Sasquatch.
What?
You have Charlie Sheen's kids, you're missing, you're in the mountains. The bitch was reportedly showing up at a bar like the bitch had been missing.
Take those kids right now.
Police took her into custody for schizophrenia and to go have a mental evaluation.
Well, I can evaluate her.
Whatever judge granted this bitch her kids, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, she don't need a mental evaluation. I'll go ahead and give it to you right now. You're
Jesus.
fucking, you're nuts.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel bad for those 2 kids because Charlie, come on, dude, you got HIV. You don't need to be partying no more. All you should be doing is taking care of your fucking kids. You already knew this wife of yours was a slut. You met her on a fucking train at your house, literally. You were having an orgy, and she was your buddy's friend, and you guys all fucked each other. That's how you met her before.
Oh,
if she was fucking your buddy when you met her, you don't think she was going to suck dick for heroin when she was with you?
Oh.
So it's very bizarre. And then even worse, Charlie Sheen reacts with one of the fucking stupidest, most barbaric fucking poems. Dude responds with a poem. He released a poem that's immeasurable gratitude and love to a fellow yeoman and the apocalypse. Sir Michael from that hamlet called Walters. Charlie, get the fuck off the cocaine, dude.
My God.
Seriously, you have HIV. Why are you still snorting cocaine? What are you doing, dude? Don't you want to live and fucking watch your kids? You're embarrassing yourself. The bitch is embarrassing herself. And a family member and listen, Skip, don't forget Charlie Sheen has solid fucking family.
Somebody...
You forget about Emilio?
Well,
Do you forget about his dad?
Somebody needs to go...
Someone needs to take the fucking kids.
Yes.
Grandpa,
Yes.
uncle, take the fucking kids, man.
And while you're at it, go take Brad Pitt and Jolie's kids, too.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
Those kids need to get taken immediately.
What is going on with their lives?
No shit. And anyway, the poem that he wrote is just fucking flat out weird. He's weird. They need to take the kids.
We need to get the fuck out of here, man. The phones are going to be ringing off the hook here any minute.
Shout out to our soccer guys out there.
It's getting,
that
it's
take
getting
advantage.
late.
Shout out to the guys that are taking advantage of our European soccer game of the motherfucking month.
Yeah, another blowout winner.
All we do
We're
is
even
fucking
winning in soccer, people.
Yeah, and if you're looking at me to like name soccer names and act like I'm a fucking announcer and know what's going on, you're better off me nibbling your nuts on a fucking live TV show. I personally don't give a fuck about soccer. I have a guy that is the best in the world, and he's actually our soccer guy.
Yeah.
I don't study and get this, that, and the other. What I am is a boss, and I have millions of dollars, so I pay for information. I get connections. It's what this whole business is about, is being the most respected and highly connected man in the industry, and that's what I am. Bottom fucking line. Number 98, Casey Hampton. Shout out to my boy Marvin out there getting his first win on UNLV. Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Vin Scully get the Medal of Freedom from Obama. Obama or Obama?
Obama.
Obama down Obama. Obama. Cowboys -7 at Baltimore. Cowboys are on fire. Tony Romo says, it's your team. I don't believe it. I don't think you guys do either. Roll Tide is still fucking kicking ass. Pittsburgh only has a 7-point line at home against Duke. A lot of totals out there. Once again, Cleveland Cavaliers in first place against the spread. They're in last place. Clippers, number 1 on the West, number 1 in betting games. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we do the VIP Sports Podcast to generate people's awareness to making legalization of gambling. My connections are getting so strong right now to where I'm talking to my friend who's hanging out with the President of the United States. Never, ever thought that would happen to me or my friends that we grew up. We come from nothing, brother. I'm from North Las Vegas. Mom had nothing, Dad had nothing. I had to go get every fucking thing I've ever got. No one's ever gave me nothing. I'm like that squirrel that got his nuts in a nest, and I'm willing to bang for every fucking one of them because no one ever gave me nothing. I've had to earn them. And that's the same thing I want to tell you guys. Don't fucking ask for it. Ask for it first and then take it. Don't let anybody get in the way of your dreams. Don't let anybody of you get in the way of being the best you can be at your job. Remember, in this world, it's a fucked up world, but you get what you put into it. You get out of whatever you put into something. You give it 110%, you go hard, you turn into a beast, that's exactly what you'll get. Like I said, there's more money to be made right now in any other time of the year. Football, college and pro. Basketball, college and pro. Hockey. Skip, the list goes on and on and on with the ways of making money.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a billion-dollar industry. Gambling's about to be legal here within the next year or two. I'm going to be the biggest thing in the world. I mean, we already are now. But I've invested YouTube and invested social media and invested with my TV shows to where when it does become legal, I am the Mecca, I am the kingpin. And I want to let you guys know you're here with me from the beginning. And I want to make sure that in this billion-dollar industry that you get your fair share. Because there comes a time where you deserve a second income. There comes a time where you deserve a fair share, and that time is now. It's Thanksgiving holiday. Like I said, it's time to eat. Don't let your bank account starve while you get full this fucking Thanksgiving holiday. Make sure your bank account matches that apple pie and make sure everybody gets full. Fair enough? Behalf of VIP Sports, the Big Skipper and myself, we love you. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. Fair enough? See, you wouldn't want to be you.
Must be the money talking. It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Popping bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock. So sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pac.